In this series, we look at how practicing self-love actually helps to attract romantic love into your life. And today, we are looking at self-love tip number 5, which is be kind to your mind. Hi, love. I'm Carisa Montooth, 6th generation certified energy healer and love coach, creator of the Soul Love Method online course, helping high vibe single women heal their hearts and attract love. And today we are talking about how you can be kind to your mind while you create that magnetic mindset that helps to attract happy, healthy, committed love into your life. So, if you have been hearing a lot about self-love and self-care, but you don't really know exactly what that means, then this video series is for you. And if you aren't quite sure what the connection is between self-love and attracting romantic love, then this video series is definitely for you. So Louise Hay is the queen of self-love, and she wrote several books about self-love, including You Can Heal Your Life and Mirror Work. And you can find links to both of those in the description for this video. So what we're doing with this series is that we're taking Louise Hay's very specific self-love tips, and we're showing how you can actually attract love into your life by using these self-love tips. So, today we're specifically focusing on how you can be kind to your mind, how you can help yourself to release limiting thoughts about love, and really create that healthy magnetic mindset around your love life. But first, let's touch on why you need to be kind to your mind in the first place. It seems really obvious, but a couple of things to think about. One is that when you're kind to your mind, then it's like a garden. So when you're feeding it good stuff, it's like you're planting these good seeds, and it makes it a lot easier for the new mindset to grow. It's also easier when you're planting good stuff into your mind. It makes it easier to release the bad stuff, the negative thoughts or the repetitive thoughts, and to let go of some of the old patterns. Another reason why it's important for us to be very kind to our minds while we're doing our healing, be kind to our minds while we're healing our hearts, we should say, is that when we're unkind to ourselves or we are punishing in our treatment of ourselves, then it really doesn't work. And I want you to think of the example of seeing a picture of yourself that you didn't like because you thought you looked overweight in this picture, right? And you were just like, oh, I hate this picture of me. It was not a flattering picture at all. So it inspires you to try to lose weight in kind of a drastic way, and you're like punishing yourself at the gym, and you're barely eating anything and these kinds of things because you're in a position where you're being punitive to yourself. You're trying to lose weight because you hate yourself. You hate this image of yourself, and that's what it's motivated by. And sometimes people do that in love, where they want to change their patterns in love, but it's motivated by hatred instead of forgiveness. They're angry with themselves because they made mistakes in the past, or they chose the wrong partner, or they chose the wrong partners over and over again, or they allowed themselves to be treated in a way that was not respectful of themselves, and they stayed too long in a bad situation. And so really they haven't forgiven themselves, and so now they're trying to make this change by punishing themselves because they're angry with themselves. We do that all the time. And the thing about it is that when you punish yourself, when you're wounded or broken, it doesn't help you to heal, because that's what we're talking about. The self-love practices are all about healing. And love is really the key to attracting love, because that's the energetic match. Love is the energetic match for love. So how can you love yourself more by being kind to your mind? Well, one thing that you can do is that you can create a vision board. Now, I know that vision boards sound kind of cliche because we've heard of a lot of people doing them before. The reason that they're cliche is because they work. And the way that they work is that they give your subconscious mind proof that what you want is possible. So when your subconscious mind sees a picture of someone who looks like you, happily married or in a wedding dress or whatever the image is that you're wanting to give your subconscious mind, it goes, oh, that's possible for me. And the more that you can do that, the less that you have to fight resistance. You're just giving your mind this image, and so it gives it something to focus on. Because the key is, and this is something that a lot of times people don't quite understand, the key is that we want to keep our focus on what it is that we want to create for ourselves, in spite of whatever the circumstances around us seem to be showing us. Because circumstances change, and they can change very quickly depending on what energy you're bringing to a situation. And it's really our sacred work, our most sacred work as human beings, to develop this ability to stay focused on what we are creating and step into our power as co-creators. Because that's how you tap into that divine power to manifest, is by keeping your focus on what it is that you want to create and continuing to move forward toward it, no matter what the circumstances are that are going on around you. So another way that you can do this is by visualizing your perfect first date. I call this a perfect first date mental movie. And you just can set a timer for 5 minutes and then sit quietly. This is like such a fun thing to do, and my clients love to do this, and they're always so amazed and surprised when their perfect first date that they've been envisioning actually happens in real life. And so what I do is I have them put a couple of details into their vision, so that when it happens in their lives, in real life, they'll know that it's a manifestation they've created. It's the same order that they made to the universe coming back to them. So you take about 5 minutes and you just sit quietly and you envision the highlights of a perfect date. What would that be like? You can envision a man coming to the door, and he is complimenting you on how beautiful you look and walking with you to the car, and you're listening to music that you both think is fantastic and discovering that you have the same taste in music and that it's great. He's picked this amazing restaurant that you love, and you can just go forward from there in the date. The important thing is that the things you're envisioning should give you the feeling you want to have, because you're creating from the vision and the feeling. And sometimes people get kind of stuck because they say, well, I tried to envision him coming to my door, but I hate people coming to my door, so every time I envisioned that, I hated it. Okay, then switch that vision to you met him at the restaurant and everything was fantastic. It's your perfect first date mental movie. It's a mental movie that you're creating, and you're allowed to have everything go right. So make it exactly how you want it to be and give yourself permission to have that. Another thing that you can do is that you can actually listen to healing audios while you sleep. That's a way of keeping your focus on what it is that you want to create and feeding your subconscious mind that good stuff. And if you go to the description, you can download my free audio, which is the Attract My Soulmate audio. And I think you're going to really love that. You can download it and you can start listening to that tonight and bringing this person into your life and healing more and more of those limiting beliefs, releasing those limiting beliefs, and really planting those seeds of self-love and self-confidence and self-esteem. So now I want to hear from you, high vibe single ladies. Which one of these methods do you think is the one that you're the most excited about using? Are you excited to create a vision board? Are you excited to listen to the audio? Are you excited to start envisioning your perfect first date mental movie? Which one are you the most excited to use? Let me know in the comments. And if you liked this video, then drop a like and don't forget to subscribe. And remember that self-love is the best love. So love you first, love you best, and all other love will flow to you. Take care.